Hello students, three ways of finding A inverse, the inverse of a square matrix are: first, A inverse can be found using elementary operation that you have learnt in the previous lesson, matrices. And second way of finding A inverse, you know A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Using this formula, we can find the value of A inverse, the inverse of a square matrix A, using the formula 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. And the third way of finding A inverse is proving the given equation, or the equation with the matrix, with matrices, and hence finding A inverse. This is the third method. Okay. So, there are three methods to find the value of the inverse of a square matrix A, that is elementary operation or elementary transformation that you have learnt in the previous session, chapter, matrices, and then A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. This formula we can use, or proving the given equation with matrices. One equation is given with which has matrices in it. So, prove that first, and then from that equation find the value of A inverse. So, using that equation we can find the value of A inverse. We will see how to do that, the third one. And in the second one, A inverse equals, you know, A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. This way, to find A inverse, we have to find first step 1. Step 1 is, if determinant A is not equal to 0, then we can say A inverse exists. How to find A inverse? Using this formula. Step 1 in that, if determinant A is not equal to 0, find the value of determinant A. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say that A inverse exists. So, first step is to find determinant A. Check whether it is not equal to 0, then A inverse exists. Step 2 is to find the adjoint A. What is adjoint A? Adjoint A is equal to the transpose of cofactor matrix. Transpose of cofactor matrix. Cofactor matrix is denoted by, cofactor matrix can be written as Aij. It is a cofactor matrix, Aij. The elements are the cofactors. Aij is a general representation of a cofactors. So, it is a transpose. So, find the cofactors of each element of a determinant and get the transpose of it. We will get adjoint A. That is the second step. Okay. And the third step is, step 3 is to find A inverse using 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Using this formula, find the value of A inverse. So, first step, find out determinant A which is not equal to 0, that means A inverse exists. Now, the second step, adjoint A, find the transpose of each element of a determinant. The cofactor of each element of determinant, get the transpose of it. Find the cofactor of each element of a determinant and get the transpose of it. That is nothing but matrix Aij, means it is a cofactor. Each element of a matrix is a cofactor. It is a transpose. And finally, the last step, step 3 is A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Finding the inverse of a square matrix of order 2, as all of you know, A equals -2, 3, -1, 4. If it is given like this, how to find the A inverse? Inverse of square matrix. First, find out what is determinant A. Determinant A is equal to determinant of -2, 3, -1, 4. When you cross multiply, what is the value of this? -8 minus of -3. So it is minus 8 plus 3 is minus 5, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. So if A inverse exists, what is adjoint A? If it is a square matrix of order 2, adjoint A can be directly found. So adjoint A is, how do we get this? Interchange the diagonal elements. So minus 2, 4, change to 4, minus 2. Then change the sign of other two elements. Other two elements are 3 and minus 1. Change 3 to minus 3, minus 1 to plus 1. Change the sign. Change the sign of minus other two elements. 3 change to minus 3, minus 1 change to plus 1. So adjoint A is 4 minus 3, 1 minus 2. Now what is therefore A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A, which is 1 by determinant A is minus 5 into adjoint A is 4 minus 3, 1 minus 2. So it is very simple to find A inverse if a given square matrix is of order 2. So if A is a matrix of order 3 cross 3, that is 1 0 0, 0 cos alpha sin alpha and 0 sin alpha minus cos alpha, then find A inverse. To find A inverse, first step, find out determinant A, which is not equal to 0, should not be equal to 0. Then it is a non-singular matrix, so A inverse exists. Second point, find the cofactor of each element, get the transpose of that, you will get a cofactor matrix, which is the transpose of cofactor matrix is nothing but adjoint A. Third one, A inverse is equal to, third step is to find A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Alright, so solution, what is determinant A? Determinant A is 1 0 0, determinant of 0 cos alpha sin alpha, 0 sin alpha cos minus cos alpha. Look at that. First row elements are such that 1 after, then the second and third elements are zeros. So expanding along a first row, expanding along R1, we can write plus minus plus, and determinant A is 1 into, delete the first row and first column. So 4 elements are cos alpha sin alpha minus cos alpha. How much is this? Cross multiply 1 into cos alpha into minus cos alpha, minus cos square alpha, minus sin alpha into sin alpha, sin square alpha, which can be written as minus of cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. We know cos square alpha plus sin square alpha is 1. So it is minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Minus 1 we got. So therefore A inverse exists. First step is over. A inverse exists. Now the second step, finding the cofactor of each element of a determinant and getting the transpose of it is adjoint A. So adjoint A equals, find the cofactor of each element of a determinant. So it is 1, so here we have 9 elements. To find the cofactor, first we write the sign, position sign, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Diagonally positive and other 4 are negative. Now what are the determinant minus of each element? 1. Delete the first row and first column. The elements are cos alpha, sin alpha, minus cos alpha. Now the second element here, the position sign is minus. First row, deleting first row and second column, we have 0 0 sin alpha minus cos alpha. Third element is 0. So, deleting the first row and third column. So, the remaining elements are, this is a plus sign, position sign is plus, 0 cos alpha, 0 sin alpha. Now, next element is 0. So, delete the row, second row and first column where 0 lies. So, remaining elements are 0, 0, sin alpha, cos alpha, minus cos alpha. And next element is cos alpha, its position sign is plus. Eliminating second row and second column, 1, 0, 0, minus cos alpha. Now, next element is sin alpha, its position sign is minus. Deleting the second row and third column, 1, 0, 0, cos alpha. Next element is 0, plus sign. Delete the third row and first column, 0, 0, cos alpha, sin alpha are remaining. Next, here position sign is minus. Eliminating third row and second column, 1, 0, third row and second column, 1, 0, 0, sin alpha, isn't it? And finally, deleting third row and third column, 1, 0, 0, cos alpha. So, transpose of cofactor matrix is adjoint A, transpose, which is equal to transpose of which matrix? Here cross multiply, here we will get minus cos square alpha minus sin square alpha, we know it is minus 1, minus of cos square alpha minus sin square alpha, that is minus of sin square plus cos square alpha is minus 1. So, next one, cross multiply here, look at this students, if in a determinant any row or any row or any column, each element is 0, no need to check, directly using property, because of that property we can write its value is 0. Now, next again the first column elements are 0, so when you write the cross multiplication you will get 0. Here first row elements are 0, so it is 0. Look at this, 1 into cos alpha minus cos alpha, minus cos alpha, minus of 1 into sin alpha minus sin alpha. Here first row elements are 0, so when you expand you will get 0, minus of 1 into sin alpha minus sin alpha. Here 1 into cos alpha is cos alpha. You have to get the transpose of this, that will be adjoint A. So, what is adjoint A? Therefore, adjoint A equals, write the transpose of this is minus 1, first row elements are written as first column minus 1, 0, 0, second row elements 0 minus cos alpha minus sin alpha, third row elements 0 minus sin alpha cos alpha. It is adjoint A. Now, A inverse is equal to, third step, A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So, therefore, A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. What you can write this as? We know 1 by determinant A is minus 1, adjoint A here we got. So, therefore, A inverse equals 1 by minus 1 into adjoint A, here we have minus 1, 0, 0, 0 minus cos alpha minus sin alpha, 0 minus sin alpha cos alpha. So, since there is minus sign out, we can multiply by minus 1 is here. So, multiply each element by minus sign. Therefore, A inverse is equal to, change the sign of each element students, minus 1 change to plus 1, 0, 0, 0 cos alpha sin alpha, 0 sin alpha cos alpha minus cos alpha. This is A inverse. You can observe that A inverse and A are equal here. Look at the third question. A is a square matrix of order 2, 3, 7, 2, 5 are the elements. B is a square matrix, of order 2, 6, 6, 8, 7, 9 are the elements. Now, you have to verify the inverse of A into B, the product of A into A and B, the two matrices, is equal to B inverse into A inverse. That means, first find out what is AB. AB is equal to, multiply the two matrices, 3, 7, 2, 5 into 6, 8, 7, 9. How to multiply the two matrices? The rows are multiplied by the corresponding elements of the columns. So, here you know the order of the matrix is 2 cross 2 here for the first one, for the second order is 2 cross 2. So, that matrix multiplication is possible when the number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. Here both are 2, so multiplication is possible. Now, resultant matrix is of order, look at this, the number of rows of first one 2, number of columns of second one 2. So, resultant matrix is of order 2 cross 2. Generally, how will you write the matrix of order 2 cross 2? You write first element as A11, second one is A12, third is A21 and the fourth element is A22. Now, exactly the same way we are going to get the elements of the product of two matrices. AB is equal to, look at this, first element is A11 means what? First matrix you have to multiply the elements of first row with the corresponding elements of first column of the second matrix. So, first row elements are multiplied by the corresponding elements of first column, that is A11. This one represent the number of row, this one represent the number of column. So, first column 3 into 6 18 plus 7 into 7 49, first element we got. Now, what do you mean by A12? First row elements multiplied by 1, 2, 2 means second column element, 2 represent the column. So, first row multiplied by second column, that is 3 into 8 24 plus 7 into 9 63. Second element we got. Third one A21 means what? Second row multiplied by first column 2 into 6 12 plus 5 into 7 35. Then A22 means second row elements multiplied by second column elements 2 into 8 16 plus 5 into 9 45. Okay. So, always the rows are multiplied by the columns of the second matrix. The elements of the rows multiplied by the corresponding elements of the columns of the second matrix. So, that what is AB here? So, 18 plus 49 67, 24 plus 63 87, 12 plus 20 35 47, 16 plus 45 61. So, if you have AB, we can find out determinant of AB. So, to find the inverse of AB, you know 3 steps, find out the determinant value of that, then adjoint A, then A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So, when you apply that, determinant A is AB 67, 87, 47, 61. Now, cross multiply 67 into 61, 67 into 61 minus 87 into 47. What do we get? Which is equal to 4087 minus 4089, which is equal to minus 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, the inverse of AB exists. Inverse exists. Okay. If the inverse exists, it is possible to find. Therefore, next step is to find adjoint A. Adjoint AB, here adjoint AB. What is adjoint AB? Yes, if you know the matrix AB, it is easy, directly we can find the adjoint. interchange the two elements, diagonal elements, that is 61, 67, change the sign of off diagonal elements, minus 87, minus 47. That is adjoint AB. So, our A inverse of AB is in our hand, which is equal to 1 by determinant AB into adjoint AB. What are these? 1 by determinant AB into adjoint AB? It is 1 by minus 2. So, minus 1 by 2 into determinant AB is minus 2. 1 by minus 1 by 2 into adjoint AB, here we got 67 minus 87 minus 47, 67. So, here we have inverse of AB. That is what in the LHS inverse of AB we got. So, LHS is inverse of AB, which is equal to minus 1 by 2 into 67, the matrix 67 minus 87 minus 47, 67. So, LHS we got. Now, we have to find RHS. What is in RHS? My B inverse into A inverse. So, we have to find a B inverse, then separately find A inverse, then multiply them. You have to get the LHS. So, this is nothing but LHS. Now, what is RHS we find? To find RHS, B inverse and A inverse we want. First, to find B inverse, consider determinant B. What is determinant B? Matrix B is given. So, determinant B is 6, determinant of 6, 8, 7, 9. Cross multiply, what do we get? 54, 6 into 9, 54 minus 7 into 8, 56, which is minus 2, which is not equal to 0, therefore, B inverse exists. B inverse exists. Now, next step is to find adjoint B. Adjoint B is, look at this, B is such that their diagonal elements are 6 and 9. Interchange the diagonal elements 9, 6. Off diagonal elements are 8 and 7. So, change the sign of the off diagonal elements, minus 8, minus 7. Okay? That is adjoint B. Therefore, B inverse is equal to 1 by determinant B into adjoint B. What do we get? Which is equal to 1 by minus 2 into adjoint B is 9 minus 8 minus 7, 6. This is B inverse. Similarly, find out A inverse. What is A inverse? To find A inverse, of course, you have to know the determinant of A, which is not equal to 0, then A inverse exists, find out adjoint A, then find out A inverse. Consider A inverse. To find A inverse, let us see what is determinant A. Determinant A is determinant of 3, 7, 2, 5, which is equal to 15. Cross multiply, 15 minus 14 is 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists. A inverse exists. Now, to find adjoint A. Adjoint A is equal to, interchange the diagonal elements. Here the diagonal A is 3, 7, 2, 5. Interchange the diagonal elements 5 and 3 here we have. Change the sign of other two elements, minus 7, minus 2. Adjoint A we have. Therefore, what is A inverse? A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A, which is 1 by 1 into adjoint A is 5 minus 7 minus 2, 3. Okay. So, here we have B inverse and also we got A inverse. Next step is to find B inverse into A inverse. This is RHS. RHS is B inverse into A inverse is equal to, B inverse is 1 by minus 2 or minus 1 by 2 into 9 minus 8 minus 7, 6 into A inverse. 1 by 1, 1 into the matrix same, 5 minus 7 minus 2, 3. Multiply these two matrices, students. What do we get? Which is minus 1 by 2 into first row first row elements are multiplied by the corresponding elements of first column elements. 9 into 5, 45 plus minus 8 into minus 2, minus of minus plus 16. First row multiplied by second column, 9 into 7, minus 63 plus minus 8 into 3, minus 24. Second row multiplied by first column, minus 7 into 5, minus 35, minus 6 into minus 2 is minus 12. Finally, second row multiplied by second column, 49, minus 7 into minus 7, 49, 6 into 3 plus 18. What do we get? Therefore, B inverse A inverse is equal to minus 1 by 2 into 45 plus 16 is 61 minus 63 minus 24, 87, minus 35 minus 12 minus 47, 49 plus 18 is 67. Look at the value of AB, the inverse of AB. It is minus 1 by 2, 61, minus 87, minus 47, 67. So, that is what the 1 by determinant of AB into adjoint of AB. So, if you observe these two, LHS and RHS both are equal. So, this part, if you observe these two, we can say that therefore, the inverse of AB can be written as B inverse into A inverse. So, it is a very important property. Inverse of the product of two matrices A and B is equal to B. First you have to write B inverse, then A inverse. Students, as you know, there are three ways to find A inverse. One is elementary operation, elementary transformation. It is already done in the previous lesson, and then you have solved the problems to find A inverse using the formula A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. Now, the third type of method or third method to find A inverse, that is, if the equation is given, you have to prove the equation A square minus 5A plus 7I is equal to 0 matrix. It is 0 matrix. And from this, after proving this equation, you have to find what is A inverse. From this equation, from the given this equation, we have to find A inverse. To prove this equation, the value of A is given. Matrix A is matrix 3, 1, minus 1, 2. So, using this, first prove this equation, and then from using this equation, find A inverse. Before going to prove that, you please note down the few formulae. You know this, A into A inverse is equal to I, identity matrix. When you multiply A matrix A with its inverse, you will get identity matrix. Also, A inverse into A is also identity matrix. Second property says A inverse into I. When you multiply identity matrix to any matrix, you will get the same matrix, A inverse. Similarly, I into A inverse, identity matrix is multiplied to any matrix, you will get the same matrix A inverse. That is like when you multiply, multiplicative identity is 1. When you multiply 1 to 7, you will get the same number 7. Similarly, A inverse into I, identity matrix, gives you A inverse. What about A into I? Identity matrix gives you the same, so it is A, also I into A is also A. So that identity matrix, when you multiply to any matrix, you get the same matrix. That is the third property you must remember. And also you have just to prove this one using example. The inverse of AB is B inverse into A inverse. Have proved it using example. And even the inverse of A inverse. Inverse of A inverse is A. So, these properties, you please make a note of this and remember this. So, whenever you multiply identity matrix to any matrix, you get the same that matrix, and similarly A into I is A. When you multiply a matrix with its inverse, you will get identity matrix. Please make a note of this. Now, how to prove this one? Question number 4. If A is a square matrix, it is given A is 3, 1, minus 1, 2. We have to prove A square minus 5A plus 7I is equal to 0. So, first find out what is A square. Therefore, A square is equal to 3, 1, minus 1, 2 into, see, A square can be written as A into A, right? So, A is 3, 1, minus 1, 2 into A, 3, 1, minus 1, 2, A into A. So, we know how to multiply the two matrices. A into A is, A square is equal to, what is A square? A square is A into A. So, we have taken A multiplied by A again. So, multiply the first row and first column. What do we get? 3 3s are 9. 1 into minus 1, minus 1. First row, second column. 3 into 1, 3. 1 into 2, 2 plus 2. Second row, first column. Minus 1 into 3, minus 3. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Second row, second column. Minus 1 into 1, minus 1. 2 into 2 plus 4. So, what is A square? 8, 5, minus 5, 3. This is A square. Now, next element is 5A. What is 5A? 5 into matrix A, 3, 1, minus 1, 2. Multiply each element by 5. It is 15, 5, minus 5, 10. Alright. Now, the next element is 7I. 7I is 7 times identity matrix of order 2. What is that? 1, 0, 0, 1. Or it is written as 7 is multiplied to each element, students. So, it is 7, 0, 0, 7. So, we got all these, A square we got, 5A we got, 7I we got. Now, let us consider what is LHS. Therefore, LHS is A square minus 5A plus 7I. Can we get is equal to 0 matrix, which is A square here we have, what is that? 8, 5, minus 5, 3, minus 5A also we got 15, 5, minus 5, 10, plus 7I we have 7, 0, 0, 7. Okay. Now, add the corresponding elements, adding or subtraction, which is equal to, look at this, 8 minus 15 plus 7. First elements when you add 8 minus 15 plus 7. How much is that? 8 plus 7. 15 minus 15, 0. Second elements when you add or subtract 5 minus 5 plus 0. 5 minus 5 plus 0. Yes, here also 5 minus 5 is 0 here we have. Next, minus 5 minus of minus plus 5. Minus 5 plus 5 plus 0. Also it is 0. Next element, fourth elements, 3 minus 10 plus 7. 3 minus 10 plus 7 is also 0. So, here we have which is equal to 0, 0, 0, 0 or 0 matrix, which is equal to a 0 matrix, which is RHS. So, here we have considered LHS, which is A square minus 5A plus 7I. We got it as a 0 matrix. That means we proved this equation. Hence, the equation is proved. What is that? A square minus 5A plus 7I is equal to 0 matrix. This is what we proved. Is proved. LHS is equal to RHS we got. So, this equation is true. And from this equation, is it possible to find A inverse? Yes, it is possible. How to do that? To find A inverse. Find A inverse. Look at this. What we do, first keep this I, identity matrix, in LHS and bring other matrices, bring it to RHS. So, it can be written as 7I is equal to Minus 5a change to plus 5a, a square change to minus a square when you bring it to RHS. So, it is 5a minus a square. Alright. Now, we have to convert this I in the form of A inverse. Look at this, we want to find A inverse. Look at this students, here A inverse can be multiplied in both the sides of equation. Either two ways of multiplications are possible. One is pre-multiplication of A inverse, other is post-multiplication of A inverse, because here matrix multiplication is such that AB is not equal to BA. It is not possible A into A B multiply, it may not be equal to B into A. It is not commutative. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. So, it is not possible to write AB is equal to BA. So, wherever you want you cannot multiply A inverse. If you multiply A inverse before writing the matrix, then it is called as pre-multiplication. If you multiply matrix A inverse after writing the matrix, it is called as post-multiplication of A inverse. So, here both the sides we apply post-multiplication of matrix A inverse. So, post-multiplication of A inverse on both sides. So, here post multiplication means after writing the matrix I, write A inverse, multiply A inverse. 7i into A inverse is equal to 5a into A inverse minus A square is A into A inverse. Now, you can group I into A inverse together. A into A inverse, we have the property A into A inverse is, we have A into A inverse is equal to I, and A inverse into I into A inverse is equal to A inverse itself. Using these two properties, we will solve 7 into I into A inverse. What is I into A inverse? Is A inverse is equal to A into A inverse, here I minus, we apply associative property and group the next two together, which implies 7 into I into A inverse equals 5 into A inverse minus A into A inverse. Associative property is true for matrix multiplication. So, A into A inverse can be written as A into these two groups grouped together, A into A inverse. So, which can be written as 7A inverse equals 5 into I minus A into this is I, A into A inverse is I. So, here we have the formula to find A inverse, which is bring 7 to denominator, 1 by 7 into 5I minus A into I is A itself, A into I is equal to A. Okay. Now, 5i we know what is it, A is already given, we can simplify this and get A inverse. So, here we have the formula to find A inverse, which is 1 by 7 into 5i, 5 into identity matrix 1 0 0 1 minus A is given 3 1 minus 1 2. So, it is written as 1 by 7 into 5 multiply it 5 0 0 5 minus 3 1 minus 1 2, which is 1 by 7 into 5 minus 3, you know it is 2, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 minus of minus 1 plus 1, 5 minus 2 is 3. Therefore, A inverse is equal to 1 by 7 into matrix 2 minus 1 1 3. It is answer. So, here we found A inverse using the equation which we have proved already after proving this. First we proved the equation, from that we found A inverse. Similarly, how to find the inverse of a square matrix? If the equation is given as A cube minus 6A square plus 9A minus 4I is equal to null matrix, where A is a square matrix of order 3, and using this equation, first to prove this equation, using that find A inverse, and hence find A inverse. Okay. So, first matrix A is given, you have to find A square as well as A cube also. So, first find out A square. Solution: A square is equal to A into A. A matrix is given. So, 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 into matrix A again, 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2. Matrix multiplication, students, rows are multiplied by the columns. So, first row multiplied by first column, what do we get? 2 into 2 4 minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 1 into 1 plus 1. First row multiplied by second column, 2 into minus 1 minus 2 minus 2 minus 1. Then first row multiplied by third column, 2 plus 1 plus 2. Now, second row multiplied by first column, minus 2 minus 2 minus 1. Second row second column when you multiply, 1 plus 4 plus 1. Second row third column, minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2. Now, the third row first column, 2 into 1 2 plus 1 plus 2. Third row second column, minus 1 minus 2 minus 2. Third row third column, 1 plus 1 plus 4. So, what is A square? Here we have 6 minus 5 5 minus 5 6 minus 5 5 minus 5 6. It is A square. Now, similarly find out A cube. How will you find A cube? A cube is equal to A square into A. Can even write A into A square? Both the ways we get the same answer. Into is equal to A square we got already, 6 minus 5 5, then 5 minus 5 6 into A value. A is given here, 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2. When you multiply this, what do we get? Rows are multiplied by the elements, corresponding elements of the columns. Here we have 6 into 2 12, first row multiplied by first column, plus 5 minus 5 into minus 1 is plus 5 plus 5. 12 plus 5 plus 5 is 22. First row multiplied by second column, what do we have? Minus 6. First row multiplied by second column, minus 6 minus 10 minus 5, 21 minus 21. First row multiplied by third column, 6 plus 5 plus 10. Now, second row multiplied by first column, 10 minus 10 minus 6 minus 5. Second row second column when you multiply, 5 plus 12 plus 5. Second row third column, minus 5 minus 6 minus 10. Now, third row first column, 10 plus 5 plus 6. Third row second column, minus 5 minus 10 minus 6. Third row third column, 5 plus 12. So, here we have a cube which is 22, 20 minus 21, 21, minus 21, 22, 21, minus 21, 21, minus 21, 22. It is A cube. Okay? A square we got, A cube we got. Now, substitute in LHS, we want A cube, 6A square, 9A and 4I. What is 6A square? 6A square equals 6 into A square, here we have 6 minus 5, 5 minus 5, 6 minus 5, 5 minus 5, 6 multiplied by 6, what do we have? 36 minus 30, 30 minus 30, 36 minus 30, 30 minus 30 minus 36. This is 6a square. Next is 9a. 9a is how much? 9 into a 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2 minus 1 1 minus 1 2. When you multiply it by 9, what do we have? 18 minus 9 9 minus 9 18 9 minus 9 9 minus 9 18. This is 9a. What is 4i then? 4i is I is multiplied by 4, that is 400 040 004. 4i. Now consider LHS. Therefore, LHS equals a cube minus 6a square minus plus 9a minus 4i equals, what is it? A cube, here we have a cube, that is 22 minus 21 21 minus 21 22 minus 21 21 minus 21 22 minus 6a square minus 6a square 6a square is here 36 minus 30 30 minus 30 36 minus 30 30 minus 30 36, that is 9a, then 6a square plus 9a plus 9a is 18 minus 9 9 minus 9 18 minus 9 9 minus 9 18 plus minus 4i 400 040 004. What do we get, students? Add or subtract the corresponding elements, then we have 22 minus 36 plus 18 minus 4. Definitely you will get 0. That is 22 minus 36 plus 18 minus 4. It is 22 plus 18 40 minus 36 minus 4 is 40 plus 40 minus 40 0. Now the second element minus 21 minus of minus plus 30 minus 9 plus 0. So 21 minus 21 minus 9 is plus minus 30 plus 30 is 0. Third element 21 minus 30 plus 9, it is also 0. Here we have, this is minus 21 plus 30 minus 9 is 0. 22 minus 36 plus 18 minus 4. Look at this. Minus 36 minus 4 minus 40, 22 plus 18 is 40. Then the next element minus 21 plus 30 minus 9 is 0. 21 minus 30 plus 9 is 0. Minus 21 minus of minus plus 30 minus 9 is 0. 22 minus 36 plus 18 minus 4. Here 36 minus 4 is minus 36 minus 4 is minus 40, 22 plus 18 is plus 40, is 0. So each element is 0 here, 0. So it is a 0 matrix which is RHS. So hence we proved the equation a cube minus 6a square plus 9a minus 4i is equal to 0. Now using this you have to find A inverse. So we proved a cube minus 6a square plus 9a minus 4i is equal to 0. 0 matrix or null matrix. Now here using this, hence we have to find A inverse. Using this equation we have to find A inverse. How to find that? First keep 4i or identity matrix one side, all other matrix bring it to other side. So it is easy to bring minus 4i to RHS to make it as plus 4i. So implies plus 4i equals, all these are a cube minus 6a square plus 9a, right as it is, only 4i is taken to other side. Now here also we have to multiply as we did in the previous sum, we have to multiply it by post multiplication of A inverse, that is multiplying by A inverse, but it should be a post multiplication. post multiplication of A inverse on both sides. Post multiplication means what? After writing the matrix, you need to multiply A inverse to it. Implies 4i into A inverse equals A cube is A into A into A into A inverse minus 6A square is A into A into A inverse. A inverse you need to multiply plus 9A into A inverse. Again we need to apply A into A inverse is equal to I, or I into A inverse is equal to A inverse. Apply this. So, it is I into A inverse is A inverse is equal to, group these two associative property, we can group A into A together and A into A inverse together. And here minus 6A, group these two, A into A inverse plus 9 into A inverse is I. Now, we want what is A inverse? A inverse is equal to 1 by 4 into 4 is brought to RHS. Here is A square into A inverse is I minus 6A into A inverse is I plus 9I as it is. So, here we get A inverse equals 1 by 4 into A square minus 6A, A into I is A plus 9I. Here we have substituted A square into I is A square itself, the same matrix itself. So that we know the value of A square, we know 6A, 9I also. Substitute. That implies A inverse is equal to 1 by 4 into A square. What is A square? A square is a matrix. Here we got 6 minus 5, 5, minus 5, 6, 5, minus 5, 5 minus 5, 6. A square here we have minus 6A, 6 into A value, 2 minus 1, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 1 minus 1, 2. 6A plus 9I, 9 into identity matrix 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, which can be written as, now multiply 6 to it and 9 to this. So, we have A inverse equals 1 by 4 into, this is 6 minus 5, 5, minus 5, 6 minus 5, 5 minus 5, 6, minus 6 into 2. So, 12 minus 6, 6. 6 is multiplied to each element, students. 6 into minus 1, minus 6, 12 minus 6, 6 minus 6, 12 plus 9I, 9, 0, 0, 0, 9, 0, 0, 0, 9. Just add or subtract now. 1 by 4 into, therefore, A inverse equals 1 by 4 into 6 minus 12 plus 9, 6 minus 12 plus 9. Next element minus 5 plus 6, minus 5 minus of minus 6 is plus 6, plus 0, I do not write that, 5 minus 6, that is minus 1, then minus 5 minus of minus plus 6, minus 5 plus 6, 6 minus 12 plus 9, then minus 5 plus 6, 5 minus 6, minus 5 plus 6, then 6 minus 12 plus 9. What do we get? Therefore, A inverse equals 1 by 4 into 6 plus 9, 15 minus 12, 3, 1 minus 1, this is 1, 6 plus 9, 15 minus 12, 3, 1, minus 1, 1, 3. It is A inverse. So, using the equation which involves the matrices, square matrices, we got A inverse. So, A inverse also can be obtained After proving the equation with the matrices, then finding A inverse using that equation. Thank you.